Okay, ads are over.
spending habits of
Let's
$200
get
million
back over
plus per
here.
game, that means that these guys have likely lost anywhere between $1 and $2 billion. And in that time that they've gone 2 and 10, they've only released 3 first-party single-player games: Spider-Man 2, Astrobot, and Ghost of Yotai. The publisher that is most known for high-quality cinematic single-player games released 3 of them while developing a wave of live service failures. So when Herman Hulst wants to talk about rising costs and industry headwinds, I'm sorry, no. This is self-flagellation, and they are showing signs of severe concussion.
Yeah,
Sony
self-flagellation.
bought a studio that was skilled for a very specific job, shoved them into a strategy that players have been screaming.
Another Yuri smash or pass. All right, what do we have here? We have Mara Saw from Destiny and Lotus from more. Oh god, I know both of these characters off the top of my head. I do love Mara. I'll be honest. Okay, that works. All right, and then we have a Lotus from Warframe. Images. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's her prime form, isn't it? Not really a good photo. There we go. Didn't she spook you last time in Witch Queen? Lotus without her helmet? So she didn't actually spook me. Mara Mara is the reason why I continued to play Destiny for a very long time. I'm gonna say Mara. Like, she's hot. I don't know. I had a thing for her in all of Destiny. So Mara wins that round. Sorry to say.
Screaming that they don't want
Mara
to
is
have
definitely
anything
mommy
to do
though.
with, and then they
Like,
closed
she
that
gives off that
studio when
vibe that she
strategy
would
collapsed.
keep a
And
pet.
somehow this isn't even the worst of it. The thing that I don't
It's not
understand
the worst.
is how do you
What?
get 12 live service games greenlit to release over 3 years? You are directly competing with yourself. You are cannibalizing your own games. Anytime a live service game comes out, it's not like a brand new audience.
As I was
saying,
oh my
from
god,
nowhere. No, these guys are drawing from the same bucket. Sometimes they're drawing from each other's buckets. It's a lot like oxygen in a space station. The more people that you add to it, the less oxygen there is for everybody else, including yourself. Now, I understand why a lot of these guys are chasing live service. I've looked into enough of these games to realize why they want it so badly, and it's all because microtransactions are pure profit. Simple as that. If I get a game that gets 20 million players and I put a skin in there that's $20 and 5 million players buy it, that's $100 million on a microtransaction that I could hit monthly, multiple times with multiple different transactions.
Yeah, but make one good one and then just keep it going.
Billions of dollars
successfully and carefully.
And it makes single player games look pointless to make. That's the reason why these guys have almost entirely just ignored single player games and have just been making live service games. But they're being deceived. The math doesn't math. This is all short term.
Really doesn't.
I have a weird conspiracy, and there's probably going to be some people that are going to disagree with me on this. I feel like we are going to hit an apex, a climax of live service where essentially it's just going to make it where it's just entirely unsustainable to even make any more of these games. They're all just going to have to give up on it.
I thought we were there already, honestly.
Marathon directly competes with Helldivers, with Arc Raiders, with Battlefield and Call of Duty, with every other live service game.
Yeah.
That not only impacts how much money you can make because it's limiting your audience, but that limited audience also directly impacts the player experience.
Yeah.
So we get longer matchmaking. We also get worse matchmaking because we're constantly playing with a lot of this.
Hold on. Let's see something here. All live service games running right now. Let's see this. So all of these are Hell Let Loose, Unturned. All of these are live service games. Like these you can run on your own personal computer. I know that. But look at this. And that's, I don't think that it's including some of the stuff, but like you've got Overwatch, you've got FF14. He's made Warframe. Yeah, I know. You've got Dune, Awakening. You've got all kinds of stuff. Pal World. Like all of these games are live service. Entangled, Unturned. Yeah, Legendary Drops has Warframe videos. The Second Dream Warframe. This is something from a year ago that he streamed. He's made Warframe videos, though. He's talked about Warframe quite a few times. I don't know if he's talked about it recently. Something from a month ago. But I know he has made Warframe videos. That's from a year ago. After 200 hours, Warframe isn't what I thought it was. Yeah. I think he has a positive view on it after the 200-hour marks. I'm not sure. I know I do. He's got a lot of Warframe videos. Look at all this. He's got a podcast even on it too.
Same players, which ultimately destroys the player experience and then drives us away from those games. So either that's going to make it where players are just going to pool into very singular titles, or they're just not going to engage with a lot of those games regularly. Either way, these guys are essentially strangling the golden goose because they can't help themselves. The worst part is, the thing that probably pisses me off the most is that they're not backing off. If anything, they're doubling down. They're being told by the rest of the industry, they're being told by executives, they're being told by analysts, they're being told by their shareholders that this is the rational thing for.
Oh, look, these are the top ones in the early, according to the AI, but the gamer live service get 3 hours ago. Oh, whether they're giant MMOs or ballistic battle royales, free roaming sandbox titles, news. Like, I just wonder. I didn't sleep very well last night. Best live service game update 2025 from Diablo 2. Oh yeah, Diablo games. There's 2 Diablo games with their servers up and running right now, I think. How many live service games are you juggling right now? Like, I know that I've got FF14 that I play every so often. I sometimes play Helldivers. I'd really like to get a couple more people so that way Surviving and waiting for D&D. Yeah, I'm waiting for D&D. We've got another week before we can do more D&D. 2024. There's Genshin Impact. Oh, I just started a new one actually. Funny enough. And the only reason I started it is because there's some automation stuff and I like to be able to play it while I'm programming. Come over here. So I put it up on my computer to run. Arknight Enfield. Or Enfield. I started this game. So this game runs a lot when I'm I didn't want to start that. Hold on. Stop. Don't launch. No. Okay, well, I've launched it. Anyways, yeah, so I've got this gotcha game going. I don't exit launcher, confirm. Yes. I can't do that while I'm streaming. Live service game, boo. I don't want hunt all of them. Yeah, it's just it's what PlayStation is leaning into. It's absolutely insane. I'm just wondering like how many there actually are, because like that are up and running right now, because they've got 12. So what has made PlayStation successful has been Warframe, only one I support. You played FF14 with me, babe.
For them to do. It's the only way for them to be able to survive. They're being told by the same people that only see the games industry in revenue and engagement.
Go back.
And the solution that these guys have come to after all of this is getting rid of multi-platform releases. Honestly, I think the most damning part of this entire mess that PlayStation has walked themselves into is that they built their entire empire on single-player games and then almost abandoned that identity entirely to go and chase a trend. Now, I'm not saying that you
EA did the same thing, and
I'm saying that if I'm Nike,
blew them out of the water.
I don't stop making shoes to go make T-shirts, and if I'm Starbucks, I don't stop making coffee to go make tea. But that's basically what these guys have done.
If Starbucks started making tea, I'd be like, what?
That's the brand. That's the expectation. That's
I'm
the
not drinking that.
It started with the PlayStation 1 with Gran Turismo and Twisted Metal, Crash, Spyro, Legend of Dragoon, Wild Arms. PlayStation 2 doubled down on that with Jak and Daxter, Ratchet & Clank, God of War. PlayStation 3 tried out some different stuff. They did Resistance and Killzone. Great games in their own right.
Dead Space 4 is confirmed with the original team.
But they still had hits because they had Uncharted.
I think Dead Space 1 and 2 were good. 3 was
Spider-Man, Horizon. That's the through line. That
like,
audience is
compared to some of the other stuff is like
walking away from that, or even sidelining.
Like I could play Dead Space 3 right now, and it would be a lot better than some of the stuff that's been coming out.
Figure out why they would think this is the move, why they would think that this is a safe investment, especially when it's such a departure.
I need to play some more Helldivers.
Then I came across this.
It's difficult with my arm and everything. I'm hoping that the meds starts working better.
Square Enix Holdings is basically the investor side of the company, capital, long-term vision, all that kind of stuff, completely isolated from the developers and players. And he's out here defending this exact pivot that PlayStation has made, citing industry analysts, industry financial analysts. And it's actually kind of insane